Hey, what's up, guys? Man, what a dreary Monday morning. It's cold, overcast, still dark, kind of. You know, with this spring ahead. It's 8 a.m. on the clock, but it's 7 a.m. in my mind. And, yeah, man, tough to get motivated on a day like today. Standing out here this morning, just looking at some stuff. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to get some fiberglass repair done on that hood and get it on 13 and get some steps on 13 and give that thing a bath and get that turned around. I'm on the fence. I don't know what to do with X as far as the transmission. I was going to buy an RTLO like I just put in Crystal and swap out Marla's trans and put that 15 speed in X. And I may do that yet. I'm just I have the money for the trans. I just am not sure how to pull the trigger on that or if I'm going to do that, because it's, you know, it's like $4,500. I may end up keeping Marla, and if I do want a 13 in there instead of the 15. And X would be just fine with the 15. X got a lot of stuff that needs to be done, but I think if I get a transmission in there and get the drive shaft all fixed up and get some brakes on it, then I wouldn't feel bad about starting to put that truck back together and maybe get rid of it. You know, if I sold that truck for $20,000, it'd be a break-even deal, so that kind of sucks. I hate to break even on something, but anyhow, I could just keep rattling on and on and on, so I think I'll just get Crystal fired up and get it warmed up. Let me see what you can see before I get down there. I hate to start a truck because then Jessica's going to be up. But I need to get it up here and get after it. Let me grab some keys for it. I may not even be out here. Whew. Yeah. Ooh. Fall out of this thing. All right, so a few things we're going to do is we're going to change out these 30-30 brake chambers, and yeah, and maybe these hoses, and then see what we got for. We're going to need 8 fittings. So we'll see if we have the 8 fittings. If we do, we'll change them out. If we don't, we'll just leave them for now. We'll measure them, maybe buy them. Looks like they're pretty uniform in size. So maybe we'll just measure one and get 4 from Fleet Pride. But what I'm primarily looking at doing today is getting a set of these off, and this one in particular, it's the one that hangs up, I think. No, it's that one that hangs up, but I think we'll just get one of the other off, see what drums, see what shoes, see what S-cams, see what bearings, and see what seals, and see what nuts, and we'll order the whole setup. Probably be $2,000. And I almost hate to do it, because what if I end up changing this setup? I just don't know. But I do need to get it sealed up anyways, so we'll probably just at least do this front set. I don't plan on changing these diffs out. Well, so got to get to the bottom of these brake wiring and brake light wiring and get some lights hung on this thing. We'll probably take this off and get it straightened out. Maybe we can just get a new piece. And yeah, lacking motivation today. We'll pull this this set off, and we'll get figured out what all stuff it takes. And I think we'll get that ordered, and we'll do this set. We'll do the drums and shoes and S-cam bushings and chambers and slack adjusters and seals and bearings and nuts. And we'll do this axle because this one's having trouble anyways. Up, see what we can see. I don't even know if I'll show this video because, well, you guys have already seen me do brakes 100 times. So we'll see. All right. Okay. Let's get this hot jacket off, huh? Take the Hearing Pro out. Also, I don't know if I was talking while I was doing that, but I was thinking that I need to get my neighbor to get a depredation permit so I can kill that hawk, because that hawk is big enough to kill my cat now, and I just don't want none of that, you know. Oh boy, should have kept my Hear Pro in for a minute while I beat on this doohickey, but I can't. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow. You know, and I thought that was grease, but I think it's, I mean, I thought it was oil. I think it's grease. You know? No, it's oil. Just mixed with decades of brake juice. You know? Springs. You know? We'll clean up this whole thing, clean this hub up, make sure it'll take a unit. Can't tell. But yeah, we'll clean it up. We'll get the slack adjuster off. We'll pull the S-cam out. We'll go to look at the S-cam, see if it's worn, find a number on there, see if we get a pair of them. And this drum is, you know, it is what it is. You don't see a number on there, unfortunately. Oh, maybe right there. No. We'll see if we can find a number. Let's see, are they all the same? Yeah. Yeah. This one's leaking too. So we're probably gonna we'll probably get the seals and stuff for all of them. That one looks like it's got decent brakes on it, but they're shot, of course. So we have 4 seals. This is a different brake drum. So maybe we'll take that one off too and see what it has. This is a different brake drum as well. So we may take, it sucks, these two are good. These probably have been done before. These drums are in good shape, so I might just put shoes on this side. This one has good shoes. This drum's wore out, so I probably will. I'll probably just put drums all the way around. Imagine It takes the same brakes that I put on Trisha. But, all right, so what we're gonna do is pop this off and get that hub off, and we'll get the measurement of we'll get the bearing number, we'll get the seal number, we'll get the measurement of the nut, and I'll order 4 of those new Stemco nuts, at least 1 set of bearings and races, probably 2, just so I can have one in stock, and then yeah. All right, I'm gonna take these star washers off, and then we gotta try and get those. These got cones, you know, and I have a cone tool, but it never works. So we're gonna put these in the pile, and we'll take the sledgehammer, hit it right there in the center. Okay. Got you, dog. Come on now. All right, so I didn't film a lot of this. You know, you guys have watched me do brakes a bunch of times, and people ain't watching, new people ain't watching anyways. So what I decided to do is just get after this stuff without recording. That way I could listen to music and say some swear words and stuff, and that was cool. But what I did was I took out the hub off, ordered 1 set or 2 sets of bearings and races. So we'll knock those races out, knock some new ones in, throw some new bearings and seal on this hub. We'll clean this hub up and get it ready to go back on there. Tomorrow we'll have enough brakes and bearings and bushings and seals and shit. We'll do this front axle. I took the S-cam out, cleaned that out, knocked out both seals. We'll put new seals, new S-cam bushings in there, clean all that grease out, put new grease in. We'll grease that shaft up when we put it in. And we'll see about those brake pins. They look like they're in pretty good shape. We might leave them on there, but we might press them out, heat it up, press them out, put new ones in. We'll get this hub put on, we'll get the brakes put on, S-cam in with new bushings, new bearings in the hub, new seal, get that all sparkle buggy. We'll get it put on. I probably should, I'm gonna add a couple of, I'm gonna call them back and add a couple of slack adjusters and those chambers, and we'll just do those. It's gonna be $2,000 easy. No big deal. You know, we're just spending excess transmission money. We don't have the money to finish X anyways, so we could sit without a transmission for a little bit longer. It's getting nice out. I like that, but we'll get this side done and back together, and we'll get the other side apart, get it done and back together tomorrow. And so then this truck should have working brakes. We are going to have to change that valve And that valve might not be returning. Those brakes might be staying on because that valve is staying on. I'm going to verify that that's actually the same valve, and we may change that tomorrow as well. I think it is going to be the same valve. Well, got this brake apart, got it inventoried, ordered everything we need. So then we pressure washed this one and got it cleaned up. So we'll be able to put this back together and get it back on tomorrow. We'll take the other side off, pressure wash it, get it off, clean, all put back on tomorrow. It should take about 3 hours probably. And then this front axle's good. Now, we do have to do the rear axle. We don't have time. We do have, we are gonna have the parts to do it. We're not gonna have the time to do it. We're gonna get this one done so that when we push the brakes off, these won't drag. And we did get the Jakes working. We did get the Cruise working. Anyways, yeah, we did give it a little sponge bath, just a quickie little shoot 'em up sponge bath. Got the green off in it. Looks pretty good. Hey, what's up, guys? Man, freezing cold out today, but clear skies, sun is shining. It's supposed to be 57. It's 34 right now, and it feels like 20 to me. Got a little bit of a breeze, and it just cuts right through. Anyhow, you know, I love this old truck, and you know, we're trying to get it roadworthy, so we're working on the brakes. We had a little bit of video from yesterday, a little bit of video. And so in the meantime, I'm gonna take these rear chambers off, get some new chambers cut and put on, and ready for new slack adjusters when they get here. We're only doing the brakes on the front axle today. We are getting all the pieces for the whole truck, but I only have one just today left to work on this truck. And so I need to get it to where I can move it again. So I get the brakes done on that axle. That one's got a leaky seal, so we'll be doing this axle when I get home. But for now, let's get these old, crusty, gnarly brake chambers off this truck. And these are 15/16, and there just ain't no way around busting a knuckle or something else trying to get this off of here. There's no good way to do it. You can't get your foot in there because it's on an angle, and well, that sucks. But we're gonna try and get it anyway. I just broke that box end right off my 15/16 wrench that I've been using for years. I bought this Craftsman 15/16 back in 1991, and ting, snapped right off. Sweet. I'm plumb out of 15/16. Good thing 24 millimeters is the same, huh? All right, we're gonna get down here. We're gonna get serious with this. All right, well, I mean, that's what I like to see right there. Resistance. All right. So I'm gonna have to get All right, that was much easier than what else was happening. I should have known that that wasn't gonna come off of there. Put that brake pressure on, but I wasn't even thinking about it until just then. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna install them, and then we'll put in new air lines, and then when we get ready to put the slack adjusters on, we'll air them up, and then we'll cut them, you know, because why not? Normally I would just cut these to the size of the existing ones, but since some existing ones are all cobbled up, I don't want to do that. All right, so we're hoping that that Fleet Pride sent these fittings, because it'll be super unfortunate if not, because I only have 3. I know you guys have seen me do this before, but I'm just making some air hoses for these brakes. I use these, I think first time I ever saw them, Twin Sticks was using them, and once I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I got to do that, because you know, it's expensive to stock a bunch of different sizes and then miss by an inch. You know, nobody wants to miss by an inch. Well, that's all right. Well, I think it's a win on these brake drums anyhow. Who knows what else we might have won on, but these seem to be the right ones. course, we won't 100% know until we get a hub on, but you know.
Yeah.
You need a new tailgate.
I know.
This one's dangerous. Just stack a pile right there on the floor is fine. Just right here, out here is fine even, because I'm gonna be right here. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna be working on it right out here, so.
Don't matter to me.
All right. All right, let me know when you get this brake job done.
Above my pay grade.
Yeah, mine too, but you know, I'm going to give you this set to take back.
Okay. Works for me.
And you'll get the other 3 another day.
Works for me.
All right. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do first is we're going to install these bushings. We're gonna need a smackulator. I'm going to, this is a S-cam bushing. We can just use this other bushing. Okay, you heard it go solid in there. And then there's your seal. Okay, so then what we do on the other sides, we put a new bushing in and we put the seal in backwards. So the grease comes up against the lip on the seal and it won't come out behind it. And then the grease will run that way and it will come out behind the slack adjuster. We're going to take that chamber off now. So I'll go get a mat, put it down and get under there. We'll get that air line off, get that chamber off, and yeah. All right, I'll climb down here. It's nice having spring ride because he ain't got nothing in the way, and this line, there's no airbags and the suspension doesn't go down when the air's off. I mean, pretty much what you see is what you got, you know. We're gonna tap this in, and then it's not really working very well. I think we're gonna put this over there. Okay, this right here. Yeah. Now we'll grease her up. We'll put the S-cam in and the oil slinger, the grease slinger. That's it. S-cam is installed. Hopefully you watched and I wasn't in your way too awful much. That's why we wear glasses. They did get spackled by some particulate. All right, so I'm just gonna use this rubber hammer and I'm gonna try and get it started in there square. You know what I mean? Because that's the important part, is that it's square. You know, it's super important that you put the bearing in there first, though. An idiot. And so when you do that, you cost yourself a $60 seal. Wasn't even thinking. Check that shit out, huh? It may live though. So next time, you know, I don't think anybody else has ever done that. Just me. I'm the only one. We're gonna save this seal for in case of emergencies. We just use I see people pack these things with grease, and I just don't see doing it, you know. But I guess if that's what you want, your bearings, you can wash them as fast as you like. All right, so you got a bearing in there, and you got a seal, and I think you're supposed to put that on dry, but you know, that's that. Alright, we're gonna put a little oil on that surface. It's a little dry, so we'll put a little oil on there. Hopefully help that bearing go up on that shoulder. Okay. Again, we're just gonna put some oil in there, and then we'll spin it around, see? Nice. All right. Ridiculous. All right, guys, so it gives me an opportunity to tell you about Anpuds. And this is the Anpuds 3/4 inch drive, click type, reversible head, car, truck, van, 4-wheel drive, torque wrench. And so we're going to use it today. We're going to turn this thing up to 100 pounds. Okay, 200 pounds. We're going to do the initial torque on this nut. Okay, there's 200. Nice and tight. Okay, now we're going to back it off a full turn. There's half. And there's full. Now what we're gonna, okay, there's 50 foot-pounds. Okay, there's 50 foot-pounds right there. Then we're gonna back it off a quarter of a turn. Okay, so this will be half, so this is a quarter right here. There's a quarter of a turn. All right. And that's way more than I like. That's way looser than I like it. Going to take it just a fuzz more. Okay, I like that. Then we're going to put this lock nut and lock ring. All right. Aside from my wore out socket falling off, things works pretty good. One of these hub sockets, you know, they're junk. There's 300. Let me feel it. Feels good. Feels like it. Feels a little loose. I usually like it a little tighter than that, but you know what? That's what the manufacturer wants, and well, that's what the manufacturer's going to get. 300 foot-pounds, and yeah. What do you think, guys? And we'll know pretty soon if this thing starts leaking. We'll know. I don't like this double nut system. I'm getting Stemco nuts, but I don't have a socket for them. They were only able to give me one. I need 4. So we're gonna do this front axle, get the brakes done, put it together, and then when we get the nuts, we're gonna pull it apart, slap that Stemco nut on, and get after it. But let's get some brakes on here, huh? All right, so I do it a little different than the internet. They put the small springs on, and then, you know, that old chestnut, pull it through there with a chain, but I don't do that. I think it goes the other way. Yeah. Okay. And then this goes in there like so. You just use a smackulator and smack it through there. Okay, like that. These just is just a little retainer clip. It keeps these things from popping out. And And yeah, you like this. And, okay, keeps it from falling out. And you get your little retainer clip for your spring. You set it in there, you take your hammer and you whack it. Whoops, I missed it. Okay, and then what I do is probably not really the right way, but I take this spring and I hook it around this one like this, yeah? And then I put those on and then put the springs on. And maybe that's not exactly how you should do it, you know? But, oh, hey, how about you come on? Knock that right out of there. That's not supposed to fall out of there, just so you know. So, we'll take that spring out of there for a second. And we'll stick that up in there. I think it goes this way, but hell, it might go the way I had it the first time. Let's see. Let's see it. Yeah, it goes that way, see? So we're gonna spin this one around because that way the spring can't knock it off, eh? Wait. Okay. And so this goes up like this. Okay, I put those two ends on, see? Right? And then I get the side springs. And people are probably freaking out right now. Oh my God, James is doing things the hard way. I have this little tool right here. Oh man, you missed it. Ah, you didn't totally miss it. But anyways, I got this little tool right here. And so for me, I take this spring right here, I stick it in like that, okay? Then I pull it right back out, and then I take it like this, and then I can just push it down like this. Okay, maybe that's the hard way. Shit if I know. But it seems to work, you know? Glasses on. Stored energy is a lead salad, you know what I mean? All right, maybe we won't use this one as an example, eh? Okay, all right. Well, you know, it is what it is. Now what I'm gonna do is take this drum, clean it up with some brake cleaner, and put it on. All right. All right, here we go. Yep. Okay, perfect. That's what I like to see right there. Yeah. We'll put a chamber on, we'll put a slack adjuster on, and we'll get that brake set up. Whew. All right. All right, so we're just going to clean up this surface a little bit. Just somebody put some Permatex around a couple of these to hold the gasket. Nothing wrong with that. I do it sometimes. All right, I know I did that right in front of you. You know, wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay.
Running out of daylight. Say we got 2 hours left. And then I'm working in the dark, and that sucks. I think I want to get the NICs wherever I put it right there. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, 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 yeah. Stay.